Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, March 25th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. So happy to have you back with us on this foggy Tuesday morning. We will tell you about the weather in just a little bit. But on today's show, we have the Theater Guild. They're going to be here to tell us about their new, very fun play that they've got lined up. We'll be talking with Kim Green and Alexandra Bank. And then later in the show, we have St. George's Episcopal Church with Reverend Pat McCon and Joyce Schwaving. So we welcome their conversation about the Salma event. But first, we want to keep you informed, calling all volunteers for the Disaster Preparedness Task Force and the VMS Security Services Department invite all current and new volunteers to join an important upcoming meeting for building and good neighbor captains. This will be taking place tomorrow, 10 a.m. till noon. Next up, let's take a look at that weather that we promised. I know we all woke up to lots of fog and low clouds this morning, but it actually should be clearing up to sunshine with a high of about 75 today. The rest of the week will bring cooler temperatures, lingering morning clouds, and the occasional sun's going to peek out. Highs ranging from 64 to 68 and lows in the low 50s. So today's sunshine will be a nice warm up, so let's get out there, enjoy it while it lasts. Sunrise this morning is at 6:47 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:06. This photo was sent to us by Judy Blondo. This was the Laguna Woods Korean Men's Chorus at the PAC. Thank you for sending that photo in, Judy. If you'd like to send your photo in, please do so. Please email that to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken, and in a horizontal format, please. Next up, we've got a couple of meetings to tell you about, and then after the break, Theater Guild, stay with us.
We believe every senior should be able to remain healthy, happy, and at home. At Caring Senior Service, we understand the value of compassion and companionship. Our caregivers promote health, happiness, and independence. We cook nutritional meals, engage in meaningful activities, run errands, do light house cleaning, and more. Call us toll-free at 833-926-3700 or visit our website, CaringSeniorServiceLW.com. Healthy, happy home. Caring Senior Service.
Discover the art of beauty with Noble Art Aesthetics in Laguna Hills. Led by Nita Mansour, a board-certified physician assistant and master injector since 2012. We enhance your natural beauty with precision and care, offering Botox, fillers, microneedling, skincare, and other anti-aging treatments. Every service helps you feel and look your best. Want luxury at your doorstep? We even offer mobile services and Botox parties. Give us a call today to start your journey to natural, beautiful results.
Attention all club organizers, party planners, and those who simply love to gather and celebrate life's special moments. Are you tired of the hassle of cooking for your events? Looking for a convenient and delicious solution? Introducing our easy and convenient catering trays, perfect for groups of any size from 35 to 90. Need a larger space to host your event? Look no further than our restaurant's banquet room, the perfect venue for your next gathering. Call us today to place your catering order or reserve our banquet room for your next event. Create memories and traditions with Polly's Pies.
Theater Guild presents It's Murder in the Wings. The boss is found dead by his staff before the big party. Everyone's a suspect. Find out who done it at this live screwball murder mystery at Clubhouse 5, April 14th and 15th. Elegant hot buffet by Taste Catering. Tickets at theaterguildlw.com.
Welcome back to the show. The Theater Guild is here, and they are going to tell us about their latest presentation and play. It's Murder in the Wings. Here to tell us all about it, we have Alexandra Bank and Kim Green. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to just have you just dive right on in. What is It's Murder in the Wings?
It's a whodunit, a very exciting, farcical, lots of activity, whodunit, with a large cast.
13 people.
It
13.
sounds like it's going to be hysterical.
And
It's
it's
very funny,
kind of Lucille Ball meets Groucho Marx kind of feel
bigger
to it.
than life.
Oh my goodness.
And what happens is there is a murder. So takes place in a very neutral environment, which is a small publishing house front office. And the boss is found murdered in his little office.
Uh-oh.
So then it becomes every character has to cooperate and work on figuring out who did it.
And the audience has the opportunity to try and figure out who did it.
interactive?
So the fun for the audience is a lot of laughter, the fun of solving or trying to solve who was it who did it. And in intermission, when you're having coffee and dessert, there'll be an opportunity for the
how
tables
fun.
to sort of talk to each other, a contest to try and figure out who did it. And then at the end of the show, the winning table gets a prize.
Oh, this is a blast. I love
And
it.
there are 13 people in the cast.
And you have to really listen and pay attention because the playwright has written it so that each character at some point is giving clues, unbeknownst to the other characters and even themselves.
Sure.
But that's how you figure out and finish the jigsaw puzzle.
And so this is really a kind of dinner and show experience. in
Is it
in
dinner
Laguna Woods.
also?
Yeah, it's a really delicious meal. You've got a choice of entree, choice of salad, choice of pasta course.
And I play a caterer in this.
I was going to ask, are you two in the play?
Yes,
Well, tell us
yes,
about your roles.
I play Sarah, and Kim plays Kitty, and my character fancies herself a famous actress, and she actually is known in the community and has an acting background, but she is a caterer and is catering the big party that they're having at the publishing company office that evening.
Well, that's how you get into to learn about this.
Exactly.
And
Who
so
done it?
my character is Kitty, and my character is from Brooklyn. And so in order to get into it, I do dinosaurs, hadrosaur, tyrannosaurus, pterodactyl, and then I can start saying things like coffee, and I can start saying things like I really don't like Sarah very much
She's
because
doing a great
she's
job.
so full of
She is
herself
great.
all the time, if you know what I
she
mean.
is.
And so, I'm a more practical person, even though I'm kind of a wise ass. And I have a sister who I'm kind of quick and sarcastic, and my sister is very sweet and a little slow on the uptake. So she's very funny. And then in the office with us, we have Maddie, who's the
She's the
second
editor.
She's the editor. She's the second in command, but she's the first in command now that the boss has died. And Tyrolia, who keeps the office going, answers the phones. And then you've got these 9 other characters who come in. We've got a sort of hapless janitor and a Southern belle. We've got an aspiring playwright who thinks he's great and he's awful. We've got the famous
You've got
playwright.
the local TV reporter.
Right.
Who could have done that.
I could have done that.
Yeah.
Next time.
And the camera person, and another reporter, a hard-charging writing reporter.
Yeah.
And
little
the
bit Humphrey
owner of the
Bogart-ish.
bank, the guy who is the famous author. Have I forgotten anybody? I want to make sure.
The author of they're trying to sign up a famous whodunit author, because that's what this publishing company specializes in. So they are trying to woo him because publishing company isn't doing that well and they need the funds. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yes.
And so we make sure that we tell you when this is. This is
Yes, we need the
Monday,
details.
April 14th, dinner and a show, and that is at 6 o'clock. You eat a nice dinner with your friends, and at 6:45 the show starts. During intermission, you have your coffee and dessert, try and solve the mystery, and then you see the end
Act
of the
2.
show. And then same thing at luncheon the next day on the 15th. It's the dinner, the luncheon, same meal, starts at 11:30.
And after Act 2, after the show's over, they announce the winners of the contest.
Are people able to figure this out?
I would think so. Yes, I do.
Are they
It's
surprised?
not that complex.
Are they
We don't know.
surprised?
We haven't done the show yet, so we really don't know.
Will you come back and tell us?
We would be happy to tell you. Also, it's both dinner, this lovely elegant meal, plus the show is $55 a person, but if you have a table of 8 friends, it's $50.
That's right.
That's right.
Reduced
So, and you need, the deadline for the tickets is April 7th.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And,
because the caterer is a very fine caterer, and they need time to prepare and
Absolutely.
everything.
Well, it seems like it's
GRF
probably going to be a sold-out show, I would imagine.
Oh, there's
they
good sales already.
The sales have really taken off, so make sure to get your tickets before the 7th of April, because you don't want to miss this. We've been working very hard on this. It's a large cast. It's a lot of fun. 4 doors in and out, huge activity. And this is really something I think that's worthwhile to see. It's a good script.
And I think our director is wonderful.
She
Donna
is.
Valenti.
Donna's great.
She's made it fun, creative, allowed us to be in process and try and figure out how do our characters
Find our
move? What do they
characters.
sound like? How do they feel about each other? And in Laguna Woods, you have all these people who are like wonderful woodworkers or painters or musicians, and this is the opportunity for people who like to act
They
to
really
come
can
together
express themselves
and be
in a different way.
creative. Yeah.
And it's wonderful that this is offered, I think. you know?
Absolutely.
Because there's community theater, but I have to tell you, past a certain age, there are not that many roles. And here they do theater with not only big female casts, because there are always more women than there are men, but also of a certain age.
I think it's dynamic.
Yeah, it is very dynamic.
And is this sort of the first of its kind in terms of how many actors and characters are involved in a play?
You know, they've done one other whodunit, which was very successful. I believe it was pre-COVID, somewhere in that period of time. So they decided it was time to bring back another one, so they went all out.
Yes, sounds
Yeah.
like it.
And it's like, who doesn't like to laugh? Who doesn't like to eat great food? You know?
and be
solve
there
a
with their
murder.
friends and
So if you like whodunit TV shows, think Agatha Christie. Yeah.
the latest one that I'm reminded of is The Perfect Marriage with Nicole Kidman.
Oh, there you
yeah.
go. Exactly.
That was
They never go out of style, do they?
They just don't. I don't know. There's something about murders. They just
Universal.
keep everybody intrigued.
It's
Timeless.
wacky, it's oddball.
It is.
It's got little twists.
Oh,
Some
it's the
people are not
twists.
who they seem.
Right?
It's screwball humor. You would call it screwball humor, which was very big in the 40s, and I loved it. I'm a big fan. So I'm really pleased to be in this play.
Well, it just sounds like it's going to be so much fun. I'd love to get just a 20-second background. How'd you get involved?
Well, I'm new to Laguna Woods. I came in December. I've been doing, theater was unfinished business for me, so I've been doing it for the last 10
Second
years.
Second chance.
So I've been doing
Okay.
it again for the last 10 years,
All
and
right.
when I came here, I found out about this. I said, I'll understudy. So I came
Okay.
in to understudy, a part opened up, and I got the part.
20-second summary. Alexandra?
I've been doing this a very long time. I actually
Yes.
started as a child.
Okay.
And I've done a ton of theater, did TV in the day. But the reason I got into this was because an actress dropped out, and my friend who's in this, Bob Berman, who's wonderful, plays
Okay.
Maxie, called me
Wonderful.
and said, can you help us?
All right. Well, with that, thank you so much, ladies, for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Bree.
And
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Congratulations. It's already a success, I can tell.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after these messages with St. George's Episcopal Church. Stay with us.
Welcome to OCI Care, Laguna Woods' premier laser and premium cataract surgery center.
I just wanted my cataracts removed. It was pain-free. I was so impressed because I was so frightened to have it done. After surgery, I was able to use my eyes immediately. It was a miracle, really.
It's just been wonderful to be able to see everything. It's even better than he said it was going to be because I saw instantly.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. we follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Freedom Village Skilled Nursing offers rehabilitation after surgery with our team of on-site therapy professionals. We are proud that our quality care measures are recognized by Medicare. We support you with your recovery with a caring staff and registered nurses around the clock. Freedom Village Skilled Nursing is conveniently located near 3 hospitals, open to the public, and offers private Serenity suites. Call today to experience first-class care for your loved one.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
And welcome back to the show. We have St. George's Episcopal Church here with Reverend Pat and Joyce. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you. So nice
to
be
have
here.
you here. We've got a lot to talk about, and I'm excited to learn more about this Selma event. What is the Selma event? Can you tell us?
So we decided to have an event commemorating the 60th anniversary of the historic Civil Rights March from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama, that really paved the way for the passage of the Voting Rights Act in 1965. So this year represents the 60th anniversary since then. It's going to be at 2 o'clock on Saturday, April 5th at the church, which is located at 23802 Avenida de la Carlota. And it's going to be a multi-faith and community event. So we're inviting everybody to come and participate. There'll be gospel music, there'll be food and fellowship and prayer and praise, and just really a time for the community to gather together and get to know one another.
So you've got 6 stations.
So it's going to be an outdoor and an indoor event. So outside it's going to be gathering, there'll be a call to prayer, call to worship. We'll have like 6 different locations set up, and each location will represent someone who heroically gave their lives in this effort to pass the Voting Rights Act and to allow African Americans in Alabama at that time to be able to vote. So for example, Station 1 is going to be dedicated to Jimmy Lee Jackson, who was a young man who was killed, and his death actually galvanized the community and brought about the idea to have a march. And he was a young man. He and his mother and his grandfather had participated in a demonstration earlier to protest the arrest of someone from the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. They were all, at that time gathered to try to let local officials give them the right to vote, let them register to vote, really. And so they had gathered at a local cafe, and state troopers were beating the protesters. And Jimmy Lee Jackson, a young man, tried to protect his mom and his grandfather, and he was shot and killed. Wow. And so, but we're also making the connections between then and now, and sort of some of the things that are happening in society today. So Station 1 is called I Can't Breathe, and it will also be dedicated to Eric Garner. And you might remember that maybe 5 years ago, he was killed in New York City by law enforcement officials. And he was the first person that said, I can't breathe. And that became kind of like a rallying cry to galvanize the community there, because he had been held in an illegal chokehold by law enforcement at the time. So,
I see.
So that's like just one example, but there will be 6 stations. I can kind of mention some of the other ones. There was let me just check my notes here.
We have Station 5, Say Her Name.
Yeah.
We came up with the same one.
Yeah, Say Her Name. Station 5 is dedicated to Jonathan Daniels. Was an Episcopal seminarian, and he answered the call to go south and to work for voting rights. And he was murdered trying to protect Ruby Sales, who was a young woman who was also protesting at that time. Ruby Sales went on to become, she went on to go to an Episcopal seminary. She became a social activist, and she also has created an institution dedicated to voting rights and civil rights. And so the Station 5 is dedicated to both of them, but also to, I don't know if anybody be able to see this, but there's this collage, and it's like all the women of African descent who have been killed by law enforcement.
Wow.
And it's like we're going to say their names, like Kendra James, Pearlie Golden, Renisha McBride. All these women's names will be saying that day, just to honor and to commemorate them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely. Well, that's a wonderful thing you guys are doing.
Oh, and then that's the outdoor part. Then we'll move. We're going to sort of simulate. Joyce might want to talk about this a little bit. We're going to have like a simulation of the actual bridge, which will be on our campus. And when we get to Station 6, which will be the last station, we'll be singing "We Shall Overcome," the signature song of the Civil Rights Movement. And we'll go across this bridge and enter into the church hall. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah. So we have kind of a reenactment of the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And so for us to be able to be social activists, to feel what it might have felt like, to walk through that bridge and make a commitment for racial and social justice. And how do we do that today in 2025? Because those issues are still very much alive. And as people of faith, how do we stand together in community and work together as a body of believers from all faiths, from all houses of worship? That this is a call for all of us to have action, that we can't sit on our hands. And yes, it's lovely to say that we think about people and that we pray for things, but we need to do something. And that is what Reverend Pat has really helped create this program, that we can honor what happened then and what do we do now.
And then once we're inside, there will be gospel music, and there's this wonderful video that was made talking to not the dignitaries and the people whose names are always associated with the civil rights movement, but the young people who were organizing and mobilizing at the time, some of them in high school and junior high school, but who went out into the streets to protest. And they talked to them, they show clips from then, historic clips, but they also talk to them now, and they're reflecting about what happened, what motivated them. And so this video is called The Way to Freedom, and it was done by the National Park Service. So we'll hear different segments of that, and then after each segment, there will be a response from a community leader, and then there'll be one of the songs that they sang during that time, too. Like, Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around, or This Little Light of Mine. So it's gonna be a wonderful day.
Sounds like an amazing event. Now, do people need to RSVP for this event?
Yes, and I think I sent you, there's like a Breeze link, which I made.
There's the, there's the St. George's.beach link.
Yes,
It's a pretty long link, so we'll list it for our viewers.
Thank you. There's no charge. Everything's free. There'll be food. We'd like for people to RSVP so we can plan for food, appropriate food. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So is this going to be an all-day event? What's the timeline for this event?
It starts at 2 p.m. It'll go till 5 p.m.
Oh, that's not very long. I mean, you've got a lot going on for such a short period of time.
It may go longer, who knows? And it'll be, like I said, a multi-faith event, so we'll have representatives from the Muslim faith, the Jewish faith, from Baha'i, as well as community activists, people that are actively involved in the voting rights and other issues, social issues of the day.
All right. Well, with that, we thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
If any of you want to go to the Selma event, we'll leave the link on the screen, and you can join these lovely ladies doing that. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching This Day on Village TV.
Get ready for a night of smooth jazz, soulful R&B, and old school funk. The African American Heritage Club presents 2 bands for the price of 1. First up is Brothers Igniting a Groove, bringing you the best in funk, both classic covers and original jams. Then let the smooth sounds of Down with 3 take you away with their signature urban jazz and R&B vocals. Don't miss this unforgettable night, Saturday, April 19th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Laguna Woods Performing Arts Center. Grab your tickets now at the PAC box office. 2 incredible bands, 1 night only to be there.
We promise to meet you with an open heart and curious mind. To never have the answers before we've heard your story. Because you are not everyone else, and healthcare is not one size fits all. Highest performing hospital, top ranked physicians, 50 convenient locations, right here in Orange County. You, empowered by Hoag.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
Hi, my name is Annette, owner of Window Jazz. We're here in Laguna Woods, replacing old windows with new, energy-efficient, state-of-the-art products. We're here with our installation team, upgrading old windows to make this property feel new and beautiful. New replacement windows and doors will make a major impact on the appearance of this home. They'll increase the property value and save homeowners money by reducing energy costs while providing a comfortable indoor climate. Let Window Jazz do the same for you. Call us today for a free consultation.
And welcome back to the show. Let's take another look at our 5-day forecast. We've got a change of the weather pattern. Unfortunately, I'm not super happy about it. I don't personally love the fog, but it is here, and it is here to stay with us for the rest of the week. Today's high is going to be 75, but we are tapering down to 65 tomorrow. 10 degrees overnight. That's crazy. And then cooling temps for the rest of the week through Saturday. So look for a lot of morning fog, morning clouds, but hopefully in the afternoon we will see that sunshine, especially here in Laguna Woods Village. We might not see it at the beach, but it should be here with us locally. That is going to do it for today's episode of This Day. From all of us here, we wish yours a beautiful one. Thanks for being with us.